Peace be upon you. I'm really, peace be upon you. I'm really trying to go ahead and make this work. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to live broadcast and I'm assuming that I'm still offline. Strange. And I've actually been booted several times. Like, I'm trying to live broadcast and then all of a sudden what happened was what is it called? I see the camera automatically just turn off on my phone, which is really strange if I think about it, because it's like 8:19 in the morning, October 26th, on a Wednesday. I have not gone to sleep since my last broadcast, which was my first broadcast, so I haven't gone to sleep since. I was really excited, and then I ended up studying a bit, and I got into some editing work because I had a whole bunch of videos that I needed to edit, which I had kind of in one day had so many takes. I had several videos that I had recorded. Anyhow, fast forwarding to the reason why I wanted to live stream this thought is because I've been asked this question uncountable times as to why I don't have Facebook anymore, why I don't have what is it called, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, all these things. Long story short, in the different areas of fields that I've worked in, just by 2014 into 2015, maybe 2015, even into 2016, I had generated and accumulated a network of 2 million people all across different, areas that I had ventured off into, inclusive to entertainment, to contacts, to taxes, to the list goes on into the areas of fields that I had tapped into. So pardon me. So looking at everything, maybe I've had too much of it, and that's why I'm probably sick of it, if anything. Which I really highly doubt that's the case. It's more of like things that I'll probably get into at some point as to why I feel like actually, long story short, I don't know if you've ever heard of T-Mobile's top 5 plan or program, whatever that is, that they had some time back. They had, okay, pick your top 5, and I think about it now and I'm like, that's genius, because that's really what it is. I mean, apart from people even that you talk to in work and you're doing your projects, apart from that, if you really think about it, you technically have the same reoccurring people that you interact with, that you're committed to interacting with, or that you're loyal to interacting with. So excuse me. So if you think about it in that manner, you don't talk to like tens of thousands of people, to hundreds of thousands of people, to millions of people. Like, you don't. Like, you probably have those 5 to maybe 100 people that you interact with, and maybe even, all right, fine, even 200 people. But other than that, like, everybody else is just you know, there. And they're not the people that you talk to on a regular basis, that you interact with, that you're committed to being loyal or interacting with. So that's the first thing. In terms of having this huge, like, massive web of people in your life, which is amazing if you think about it. I mean, the amount of work that you can really tap into in terms of in terms of interacting with and engaging with people. But other than that, I mean, for me, it was really I don't even know how to describe it, really. Like, I guess I'm at a loss of words, because I'm falling asleep, if anything. Not really falling asleep, I guess more of like, I think my energy is probably dying down. But I think this whole entire conversation is leading to the wrong thing, because what I needed to talk about was more of specifically about the internet. That was my actual original thought of what I wanted to say. Okay, so the internet. I wanted to get rid of all of these. Like, long story short, I just wanted to get rid of this huge network, this massive network that I had. And the reason behind it was, which of 3 reasons which I had, which I'll just tell you the one that I wanted to talk about, which is, to me, the internet is what I like to call the modern gates of Lot, or Lot, peace be upon him, the prophet. It's a modernization of what I think it means to me. Of course, it's totally different in the biblical and the Quranic perspective, and so on and so forth. But if you look at the modernization of the gates of sin, to me, it's almost like the internet. And the reason why I say that it's the internet is because at your fingertips is where you have entrance to a world of sin. Like, in 1 second, like, sorry, more of like ear discretion advised if this is not kind of like PG-13 or rated M for mature material for you. Forgive me for that, but I'm just speaking of the reality, and this is the only way that I can discuss it. In literally 1 second, you're able to pull up adultery, fahisha, zina, pornography in 1 second. It is available to you. And not only that, even if you're not seeking for it, there are websites that you go to for perhaps even learning, and then there we go. There's an advertisement that will lead to your eyes, not even if you wanted to, your eyes literally sinning or leading to sin. So there's not really, no matter how many filters you put on, it will invite you and it will lead you into something. And I am a witness to this, because every single time I come on the internet, it's just like, okay, I have my whatever filters on, but even then, there's a pop-up on an article that I might be reading from like Newsday or something, and no, it's not that everything is linked. I'm just saying, of course everything is linked to what you search for, or to what you type in. I mean, everything is really connected, but at the end of the day, there are certain websites that you will go to, and it will most certainly still show you that, even had you never even searched for it. Those pop-up ads will come up, even if you have pop-up blocker. They'll come up on, even news websites, like on articles. You understand? Like, you'll go onto Twitter and then, bam, like, there's a promoted tweet for an article that you want to read, and then you open up an article, and then there you go. Like, there's Fahisha right in the corner, you an invitation to you, knocking on your, like your webpage, and you're like, like everything is so tempting. Long story short, it's so tempting. And that's another reason for me where I'm like, okay, I am a human. Obviously, I am a human, and I get tempted too, and I'm only human, and hence I will be tempted. But when you really think about it, like, you would be a lot more tempted. Like, for me, it was more about, like, I would be a lot, incredibly a lot more tempted, had I had more avenues to, get tempted. So, with everything combined together, that's a huge reason as to why I had to cut back on everything, because I am just, maybe I'm not trying the bestest in the planet, because if I was trying the bestest in the planet, I would really literally be at, what's that place called? Wow. Oh, I would literally be living in, like, Amish country. I'm not even kidding. I wish I could have. I wish I could have gone. I mean, I wish I could have, like, been raised in that type of scenario. But that's not really the case. I wasn't. But that would have been, like, the best thing in the planet for me. Or, like, been raised in, like, in Mecca. Literally, like, sleeping in Mecca. It's like a dream. But other than that, I'm trying. Like, I'm really trying to cut back on everything, and I have been for, like, the past almost 2 years or so, without, like, proper social media. I think without, like, WhatsApp and Instagram and Snapchat, and oh my god, the list goes on, Periscope and Facebook. It's saved me a lot of time. A lot of time to do things that I love, a lot of time that I can contribute to doing things that I like, which is reading, which is roaming the world, man, like roaming the universe, literally. And I can even say, like, roaming the universe literally through information and knowledge and all that stuff, So that's, I guess, to sum it up, to me, that's what modern day Gates of Law is. And it's the internet. It's the internet. You really need to know how to be, like, literally, like, poetically, like, Prophet Lot in the city of sin. And the city of sin is literally at your fingertips. It's the internet. So, be mindful of what you do, and be mindful of your eyes and your ears and everything. Like, this is literally spiritual warfare. I ain't even playing, man. I am not even playing. Like, I have so much to say, but I think my battery is dying, like, of my brains. My brain cells are dying, so I need to kind of go recharge it. So let me just say peace to you guys before I, like, pass out. Bye. Allah Hafiz.